Hello and welcome to my TED Talk-esque video for single moms. Okay, I've been working with too many clients for too long who feel crappy about the fact that they are a single mom. They have people around them telling them what a failure that is, that their kids are doomed, and all this negative nonsense, okay? We have it going around on a loop in our heads, we have it in the media, so forth, okay? And I'm over it for all of us collectively. Now, I want to hold your hand when I say this, okay? As a single mom, okay? Single mom, almost 9 years, okay? You are a single mom or considering being one, okay? Whatever your circumstance. Now, you have a choice, okay? It is very, very, very possible that you are completely effed. We're trying to clean up the language here, okay? You are completely effed. Your future is garbage. The opportunities are nil, and same for your kids, and you've blown it and your future looks like crap. Very, very possible. It is an option, okay? Every single one of us, you included, ma'am, okay? Because that is a choice that we have. It's an opportunity that we have every single day to wake up and say, screw this, I'm done, I'm throwing in the towel, I give up. You know, everybody told me that being a single mom is a failure, and you know what? They're probably right. So I might as well just roll over now and just give up. Throw in the towel. Why not? It's easier. I'm going to fail anyway. Why try? Okay. So you have that choice. Absolutely. And so many of us do go down that path because why not? I'm doomed. So might as well accept fate and just give up now because why try? It's harder to try and fail, right? Than to just not try at all. Okay. So yes, absolutely, you can just roll over, okay? Totally, 100%. And you know what? Society will be like, well, of course. You know, the cards were stacked against her. No kidding, it's too hard. I mean, she was doing it alone. My God, my friend Debbie was married, and even she, like in motherhood, oh my God, and working, it's impossible. So to be doing it on her own, of course, impossible. We get it, no kidding. Totally understandable. She sucks. Life sucks for her. Just accept it and that's it, you know? People will get it. Or, okay, this is my favorite part. You could also decide that you're not gonna fall for that shit, okay? And you are gonna see being a single mom as the biggest gift and opportunity you could have ever been given in this lifetime, okay? Because we live in a world, right, where the majority, most, meaning more than, okay, than the less amount, right, less of the population, more, okay, of the world is divorced and or separated and or single parenting in some way, shape, or form, okay? So, with that said, the future for our children and our children's children is looking like the majority is probably also going to be single, okay? Not all, but the majority, right? So what we have is an opportunity to, instead of sitting there and feeling sorry for ourselves and feeling like, oh my God, it's impossible, what am I going to do? We can instead put those big girl panties on, okay? And, you know, dust our shoulders off, fix our hair a little bit, okay? And face the world and decide that, you know what, F that, okay? I'm not gonna roll over because I actually have an opportunity and have been given a gift to be the leader of my family, which means that I don't have to ask for permission. I don't have to, you know, ask for permission in any way, right? I don't have to worry about somebody else's opinion or thoughts on my choices as a parent. I'm doing it on my own. So with that comes freedom and comes power and independence, which are all really powerful, wonderful words, if you ask me. Okay, so now you have an opportunity to change things for your kids. You get to get up every day and you get to decide that you're not going to be a statistic. You get to decide that you are a fierce female, independent woman, leader of a family, okay? You are the alpha of this family, the pack leader of this family, okay? who is showing your children, the future generation, of what their possibilities are, what their opportunities are. Okay? And in doing such, you're changing the world. Okay? And I know so many people, I speak with my clients and they're like, wait, what? How do you mean? And it's challenging to maybe wrap our heads around it, okay? But I like to compare it to so many of us who grew up in the 90s, early 2000s, okay, the late 80s kids or whatever, millennials, whatever we're called, and anybody really, but how we were taught in the media with our parents and the messaging and the music and all of these things about weight. Okay, I'm not going to stay on this topic too long, but it is an important thing that many of us can relate to, unfortunately. And it was this whole thing about how, you know, these celebrities like Jessica Simpson or whoever had gotten so big, and I'm using air quotations because it's ridiculous when you look back at the pictures now. And we were just indoctrinated with this insane messaging about our bodies, and all of us developed these body image issues and so forth and struggled with it, and were fighting to be thin and needed to be thinner and had to have a certain look and having to wear the low-rise jeans and make sure that you didn't have a love handle slipping out of there in any way. And yeah, just all this nonsense that, you know, even our mothers were taught and our aunts and all the women around us. And because of that, because people were around us, the women around us were subscribing to this nonsense, we were also given that nonsense to chew on and gnaw on and subconsciously absorb and carry with us for the rest of our lives. Okay, so then now we're in our 30s, 40s, whatever, trying to unpack and get rid of these nonsense beliefs that being a healthy weight, and when you bend over or you laugh and your belly rolls, or you know, you have something that jiggles on your body, that you're not a failure. We all have to unpack that, which is ridiculous because skin folds. Okay. When you bend like this and you get a roll, it's normal. It's supposed to happen. When you're standing on your side and you have a little pooch that is your uterus and or like protective layers of skin and flesh, okay, normal. We weren't taught that it was, though. We were taught it was shameful and gross and disgusting and something we need to change about ourselves, right? Okay, so same thing goes for being a single mom. We were preached this whole nonsense about how it's failure and we're horrible and God forbid and we're destined for all these horrible things, and our poor children, oh my God, how dare you ruin their lives? Okay, so we're gonna just collectively go and breathe for a sec, okay? Because again, this is a gift, right? Thank God we have the opportunity to get rid of that bullshit. The same way having a love handle or a roll or a jiggly thigh is not the end of the world. Being a single mom and doing this thing on your own, being a parenthood, doing it solo is actually not a bad thing either, okay? Now, I will also add that you may very well be a crappy mom, okay? We're just gonna say it. There were lots of moms growing up who were kind of, you know, subpar also. And some of them were married. Most of them were married because they had to be. And with that, kind of completely eliminates the whole, well, it's because she's a single mom that she's not a great parent thing, right? Because again, we're going to think back to our, you know, our parents and our parents' parents, and how many adults now are realizing the trauma and all these things that they, you know, experienced growing up as kids. And about 95% of it is not the fact that their mom was a single mom. Again, ask your friends. I'm telling you right now, the trauma is I've never heard, well, it's because my mom was a single mom though. It's not. Ask your friends. I'm telling you, do a poll on Facebook, okay? It's not that your mom was a single mom that caused the traumas, okay? It could have been your mother's choices. My son is going to jump off of his bed. Hold on. Okay, no, he's okay. That's motherhood. What is he doing? You know, toddler mom stuff. He's okay. Okay, he's supposed to be sleeping. He's trying to jump off of his bed, which is not great. Okay, sorry. But yes, it's about the choices that our parents make. It's not whether or not they were doing it alone. It's the choices that they made and the way that they lived their lives and how much joy they brought into your life and how much joy you're bringing into your kid's life. So again, we'll bring it back to the beginning. If you're sitting there, woe is me, what a failure. It's the end of my life. I'm done. My poor kids, little tiny violin, and giving up and throwing in the towel and deciding, you know what, maybe in your next lifetime, things will work out better. If you're deciding that, then of course, you're just going to be welcoming in more negativity into your life and accepting it as fact and accepting that, you know what, poor me, it is what it is. I suck. My poor kids. It's a choice. Every single day you have a choice, or you have the choice to be like, oh my God, I'm a boss bitch. Okay. I am the queen of all single mothers. Okay. That's the way I talk to myself. I am the queen of all single moms. I am creating an army of powerhouse single mothers with the programs that I have, the resources that I have, having this conversation with you right now on the podcast and or YouTube. These free resources that I have, empowering one single mom at a time. Just I feel that empowered energy just in having these conversations and just in the DMs that I get and the emails that I get from women winning at life as single moms. It's we have the opportunity. You have a choice. It could be the most horrible thing that's ever happened to you, or a worst decision, or whatever it is, or this could be the most powerful blessing that has ever happened in your entire life for you and your little family. You get to decide. Period. Okay. Now, this is inspired by a conversation I had with one of my clients this week, and I love her dearly, and she's incredible, but I have these kinds of conversations all the time because, again, it's so embedded in us that doing motherhood solo is some kind of bad thing. So of course you're gonna have to unpack that, and we need to change these negative thoughts into positive thoughts and do affirmations and do this mindset work and really dig up kind of the gunk that we're carrying around and throw it out and replace it with good stuff. And I teach you how to do all of that inside of Empowered Mom Mindset. And there's some of that inside of Single Mom Mindset too, if you're deciding to become a single mom by choice and are kind of worried about, but being a single mom, there's a lot of stigma around that and a lot of negativity surrounding that. And maybe I'm the worst person ever if I decide to do that. And blah, 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 blah. Okay. So yes, we cover that inside of these programs because it's bull and I'm sick of it. Okay. Sick of it. So, you get to decide that you are going to leave a incredibly powerful legacy for your kids. And obviously that's what I want you to do. And if I could just shake you, of course, that's the goal from this conversation right now. And I want to inspire you to just change it. It's really that simple. You can wake up tomorrow and decide that your life is the worst life ever and you're screwed and your poor kids and yada yada. Or you can wake up and decide that the opposite is true. And it's that simple. It's almost so difficult because it is that simple. That for us, it's hard to wrap our heads around how simple it is. Really, I don't have any other words for it. It's just, it really takes showing up as that version of you. And I don't care if it needs to be an alter ego. I don't care if you have to show up as, some pretend version of you, whatever it is. And if you have to wear a freaking cape around your house to really embody this person, I don't care. Truly, I don't care. But you need to do it for you and for your kids. Now imagine your kids growing up and sharing with their friends, because I'm living this right now, okay, with my daughter telling her friends oh, my mom's a single mom, and she actually talks about that, and she actually coaches other single moms, and she's really proud of it, and it's really cool. And a lot of her friends are like, oh, cool, so you have a single mom. And not many of them really have anything else to say because they are still kind of young. But most of her friends come from divorced families. There are many that their parents are still together. or there's remarried families and whatever. But the fact that she goes to school and is talking to her friends about how great that is compared to me when I was a kid and my parents split up when I was 11 or 12, I always forget. And I thought it was such a shameful thing. Like I come from a broken family, because that's the narrative that was surrounding divorce at that time. And it's still kind of there, and we need to eliminate the nonsense, okay? Because staying somewhere or settling for something that does not serve you or your kids, that's the failure. And I'll say it again. I'll say it 100 times over. Staying somewhere that does not serve you or your children is the failure. Walking away always takes strength, okay? And I'm not talking about abusive situations. Like, there's so much more that, you know, comes into play, and I respect that and I understand that, and I would never advise just running away, okay? Because there's some scary stuff out there, and of course relationships take work, you know, on the opposite side of that. But when something is toxic or something is really not great, the kids feel that. And that's why, you know, being a single mom, if your narrative around being a single mom is toxic, and failure and sadness and woe is me and blah, 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 the kids are picking up on that, no matter your circumstances, okay? And I don't care where you're at right now. I truly don't. I don't care if you are living on your mom's couch with your kids and trying to figure out life. Not that I don't care, but you still get to decide. You get to turn it around, okay? You get to show them and yourself what is possible by showing up and believing. It takes belief in yourself, and that is so hard when things are hard and it feels like, how am I ever going to change this or have a different life? And I get that, okay? But the how is really none of your business, okay? It's not the how, it's the fact that you are gonna change it, okay? The how will come. You just need to believe and trust and take steps towards what you want to achieve, okay? Now, again, I could talk about this forever and ever. I'm going to wrap it up here. But if you need more support, if you're ready to make change and you're ready for someone to believe in you, if you're not ready to believe in you yet, and to kind of give you a nice, gentle kick in the ass, hi, that is me. Yes, I want you to check out the programs below. Everything is linked. I have free resources. Subscribe here. We're going to continue to talk like this and continue to kick your ass into shape, okay? And just really have you believing in yourself and going after your dream life as a single mom. Stop using single mom as a reason not to. It is a reason to do it, to go after it, to make it happen, okay? You deserve it. You deserve the world, okay? I'm here for you. I am cheering you on. Send me a DM. I want to know where you're at. I'd love to chat. I'd love to cheer you on. Love to work with you, help you achieve that dream life. You are so, so deserving and worthy, okay? Go look in the mirror right now. It's my one little tiny challenge for you. Sign up for some free resources, jump into my programs right now. And then right after you do that, I want you to go look yourself in the mirror, right in your eyes, and I want you to tell yourself that you are worthy, you are incredible, you are powerful, you are a superwoman mother, okay? And good things happen to you every single day. And with that, I'm sending you love. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and come back next week. Sending you love. Bye.